and welcome back to my channel, or if it's your first time here then welcome. My name is Grace and I'm going to start off by apologising if the lighting or the sound is a little bit off in this video. This is the first time that I'm filming in the playroom. It's the end of the day now, so the sun shouldn't be in and out, but I'm not sure what the sound is going to be like. But we're going to go with it because the playroom, as you can see behind me, is still all birthday-ish. It was my son's first birthday last weekend and I thought, before I get all the birthday things taken down, I'm going to film what I got my son for his first birthday. So if you're looking for some ideas for your baby that's turning 1, your son, some of these are quite like, they're not specifically just for boys. Keep on watching. So yeah, as I said, my son has just turned 1 year old and these are going to be some gift ideas for you, and this is what we got our son for his first birthday. So the first few things that I'm going to talk about, I can't actually show you because they're too big to hold up, but I will insert like pictures of what I'm talking about or cutaways. So the first thing that I got Elliot for his first birthday was the IKEA Ductig play kitchen. I think I'm saying that right. And I saw this, to be honest, this was a bit of a kind of like half a selfish thing, half a thing that I thought he might like. But I saw so many people doing like amazing makeovers on them and I really just wanted to like do one myself, hoping that he would also play with it. But as he got a little bit older, I thought that he would totally love the play kitchen because he loves anything that's not really like meant to be a toy at the minute. So like if I'm doing something in the kitchen, I give him like cutlery or like a wooden spoon kind of thing, and like he just loves anything in the kitchen. So I actually thought that the IKEA one would be right up his street. I thought I could make it over so that it fits in with the like aesthetics of our house. So I'm going to do a video all about the makeover at some point this summer. Probably be one of my videos that I put on standby for when I have baby number 2, because I'm not sure if you can tell from this angle, I'm having another baby in the summer. But yeah, we've made it over and that was one of his like main presents, the IKEA kitchen, and he is loving it so far. Like he's really into opening cupboards, and I got the like another gift that I wrapped up for him was the saucepan set to go with it and everything like that, and he just loves like banging about with saucepans and lids and pots and pans and all things like that. So that has been a real big hit. So whether or not you're interested in like making a kitchen over, even if you don't want to do that, I would recommend like a play kitchen for a little baby, even though like he's only 1. That's why I thought it might be a bit just of a selfish thing because I wanted to do it up. He's actually really enjoyed it, and it's also making him like stand up a lot more because he's pulling himself up to play with it. It's also, by the way, very, very sturdy, so it's not got, you've got no problems worrying like will a 1-year-old like pull it down on them. It's really, really heavy. So yeah, he's been really enjoying his play kitchen. So another thing that I've got, I don't think I've got it here to talk about, was when I went into Hamley's toy shop. They had some like a sandwich kit. Yeah, it's the Macy and Jack sandwich play set. I will put a cutaway of it because I haven't got it here in the playroom with me. So it's basically like slices of bread and sandwich fillings. And I thought that would be really good to go in his play kitchen. So that was one of his presents as well to go with his kitchen. Another thing that we got before his birthday, but if you're thinking of like maybe going down the line of buying the play kitchen thing, is like a shopping basket with like pretend food and stuff in. Elliot has loved his shopping basket. I think you can get that from like supermarkets. We got ours in Tesco. He's loved that for ages, so if you haven't got something like that, that could go as a present really nicely for their first birthday. You think things like that might be a little bit old for a baby at that age, but he's just really liked it. With the shopping basket, he enjoyed putting the food in the basket, and it's just sort of like role play really for them, isn't it? And I don't think they can ever really be too young for that. So his IKEA kitchen was a big hit so far, hopefully, and I'm hoping that it's going to continue to play with it. And then if not, we've got baby number 2 that will hopefully play with it in the future. And then the next thing that we got, which was kind of like a main present, was this Bosch, not sure how you say it, I'm not obviously into tools and stuff, but it's like a pretend workbench. So it's got all things like hammer, screwdriver, tools, and it's like, obviously it's got this bench. It's plasticky, it's not like wooden like the IKEA toy. And I will say that if your baby's not already standing up on their own, you will need to sit with them because it's very light, this one. It's quite a lightweight present. It's not massive. I think we paid about £40 for it. I'll try and leave links to things down below if you're interested. And yeah, he's really enjoyed that. So you just have to sort of like watch them that they don't pull it down on them, because it's not heavy. It's quite a light present, as I say. But that's another thing that he's really enjoyed, and we're having that as one of Elliot's like presents for the garden, because Elliot's birthday is in May and we are now going into summer. So another thing just to make note of is that things that I'm talking about are going to be a little bit tailored towards like a spring summer baby, because I've got a few like bits for the outside in a minute. I'll talk about that as I continue on. So yeah, his workbench was another present that he sort of like one of his main bigger presents. Then something that I can now show you is this little Dutch abacus. Abacus, I always say it wrong. I think it's called an abacus. As you can see behind me, it goes beautifully in Elliot's new playroom, and I just thought that that was really nice, and he's had a little play around with that. Bits like sensory with the noise and the feel and texture, and again, I thought that it would just look nice in his little playroom. I think that was £15 or something, so quite an affordable little present, and it does look nice, like decorative in a playroom. So we got him one of them. And then from My First Years, can't ever really go wrong from My First Years, can you? They do some beautiful bits, and a lot of them are personalised. I think, well, most of them are personalised. Got Elliot a personalised puzzle with his name on it. I can't really show you that easily because it will fall, but it is this, just like this. It's a number puzzle, as you can see, and then it's just got his name personalised in the corner. I did see the other day that they had a fire at their warehouse or something, and I'm not sure if they're taking orders, which is really sad. But hopefully by the time this video goes live, they might be taking orders again. But something like a personalised puzzle is also a really nice gift idea for a first birthday, I think. And again, if you've got a lovely nursery or playroom, this looks really nice and decorative too. So it's kind of like a 2-in-1, decorative and like good plaything, educational, all stuff like that. So yeah, I've got him that. Okay, so going back to what I was speaking about a minute ago with like role play and everything like that, and Elliot not really liking he doesn't always like his toys, he likes things that are not toys. When we were in Smith's toy shop, I saw this Dyson handheld cordless vacuum, and I just had to get it for Elliot because I just thought that he would really enjoy that, because as I say, he sort of likes things that he's not meant to be playing with that aren't necessarily toys, and I thought it will copy what we do when we're hoovering. It has got the long extension bit as well, but I thought it'd be easier for me to show you with the little nozzle rather than the big one. So yeah, this was quite cheap. I think it was 20 quid or something, and I thought that was a really nice idea to go with the kitchen and like role play. So yeah, we got him like a little pretend Dyson, which I just thought is just genius. Like some of the toys that they do nowadays are just really clever, and like I say, he doesn't really like toys all the time, so if it doesn't look like a toy, I thought that he might play with it a little bit more. As I said a minute ago, because Elliot is a spring summer baby, I couldn't resist picking up this bubble machine from Amazon. We haven't used it yet, so I don't know if it's any good, so I won't rave about this one too much, but it had good reviews on Amazon, and apparently I think this one is USB, so it's not like battery, so I think you can plug it in to charge it and things like that, and apparently it does like loads and loads of bubbles. Again, it's not necessarily just, I mean, it does say age 3+, but what baby doesn't love like looking at bubbles? And I just thought that'd be like a really fun thing to keep in the playhouse for when we're out in the garden. Hopefully we'll have some decent weather this summer. So yeah, I got him this bubble machine. This was from Amazon. As I say, I won't talk about it too much. I haven't tried this one yet because the weather hasn't been fabulous this week, but it's quite cute looking. It sort of looks like a little helicopter. I think it's green, hopefully. So that's going to stay in the summer house as one of his outdoor presents. And we also got him this big bubble wand that makes giant bubbles from The Works. I'll try and leave a link to these things down below. So it's just like a big wand and you dip it in the solution. We have tried this one and I'll insert a cutaway because it's been really good actually. It makes these giant bubbles. You sort of like flick your wrist and move it about slowly and it makes these big bubbles. So that was another present that we wrapped up for Elliot. Just trying to keep some things aside for like when we're outside in the garden, because you want some separate toys for when you're out in the garden and things like that, if you're lucky enough to have one. So yeah, that was really good. I think that was literally like £3 or £4, the big wand that makes the giant bubbles, and Elliot was really interested in those. So just, I don't know, it's just a different idea if you've got a spring summer baby, and you know, we're a bit like big kids as well. We quite enjoyed making the big giant bubbles. So they were really fun gift ideas, just a little bit different that you might not always think of. Then when I was in Home Bargains, that's another good place to pick up gifts if you're on a bit of a budget, obviously. I saw this Fisher Price little dog and it just like sort of goes along on a lead, and I just thought that Elliot might like that. He hasn't shown that much interest in it yet, but it's a little bit like at Christmas time when we gave Elliot all his presents at once. He was a little bit overwhelmed by everything at once. So I think as the weeks go by, he'll pay more attention to his toys. And I think this was like less than £10, and like the little legs move along. And when he's walking, he might like sort of pull it along with him, or it might encourage him to start walking because he's not just yet. So yeah, that's another little toy that we got that was very affordable. Good place to go for toys is Home Bargains actually. Then I've just remembered another present that we've got for Elliot, talking about walking, that I can't show you because it's outside. It's another like garden toy. We got him a little Tykes like pretend push along lawnmower, and I think that will really encourage him once he's walking to get out there. It's unfortunately, again, it's a bit like the workbench. It's not that heavy, so because he needs a little bit more support, you do have to like be with him, and it's not a walker, but once he's walking it will help him because he can sort of push the lawnmower along, and that was really cute. I think that was quite affordable as well. We picked that one up from Smith's toy shop. I'm not sure if I've got any footage of that, but I might do by the time this video goes live, because he has had a little play with that one. So that again was another gift that we got for Elliot. Then the final gifts that I want to speak about are not so exciting for a baby, but they're still nice things that you can get for them, and they're educational, is books. You can't go wrong with books, can you? And when I was in Aldi the other day, I saw these like push button like books. I'm not going to press it because it's evening, I don't want to wake my son up. And Elliot really enjoys like pressing the button and the noises from books at the minute, and these are nice and thick pages so he can turn the pages as well, and it was like less than £2, so I got a couple of those. If you saw my recent vlog, you might have seen Elliot pressing the monkey one that I got, because he got a monkey one and a puppy one. So again, super affordable and very easily accessible in a supermarket. Any type of book really is always nice. They might not appreciate it as much, but quite important, isn't it, reading? And it's a nice thing to do with your baby other than play. If you're watching this and your baby is about to turn 1, I'm guessing they are like Elliot and they were a bit of a lockdown baby or a 2020 baby. You can't go wrong with a Captain Tom Moore, what they called Little People Big Dreams book. We've got a David Attenborough one of these as well, because Elliot actually shares David Attenborough's birthday, the 8th of May. And when I saw that they did a Captain Tom Moore one, I just thought that's really appropriate for a 2020 baby, like if they were born in 2020, to have, obviously because of all the money that he raised and things like that, and just the kind of, if you put your mind to it, kind of attitude. I think that's what these like Little People Big Dreams books are kind of all about, you know, inspirational, positivity and things like that. So yeah, I got him the Captain Tom Moore book, which maybe when he's a little bit older he will appreciate more. Again, it's not the sort of book that I would let him like just turn the pages of, because they are they're not like that thick cardboard pages for like young babies, so it's the sort of thing that you would have to read to them. But when he's older he might like that, and I think it's quite a nice keepsake as well for a 2020 baby. So yeah, that's one of the other things that I got. I did also wrap up like clothing and things like that, which aren't the most exciting things for a baby, but he needed the next size up for a few things, so I thought I might as well just wrap them anyway. So that is a glimpse of just some of the things that we got Elliot. If you saw my Instagram post of some of his presents in the playroom, this is what the majority of it was, the contents of it were, sorry. So yeah, hopefully you found this video like quite useful. Let me know in the comments section down below if like you'd have thought of any of these ideas yourself, or if you think these are good ideas. Hopefully they're a little bit different, because obviously it isn't the easiest thing when you see people like on Instagram and there's loads of presents for a 1-year-old and you think, what on earth do I buy a 1-year-old? And I was a bit overwhelmed by the thought of it myself before Elliot turned 1. But like once I got into the swing of buying him things, I just thought, even though like some of these things that I've mentioned say 3+ or they're not for a 1-year-old, I kind of knew that Elliot would enjoy playing with them. And I mean, you've got to sit with your children and play with them anyway, so it's not like you're leaving them to play with these pieces on their own. So yeah, these are just some of the bits that we got. As I say, let me know if you enjoyed this video. I'd love it if you would hit subscribe if you haven't already for similar content. And I think I'm going to put up Elliot's birthday vlog after this one. So if you like birthday content and things like that and you want to see what Elliot got up to on his first birthday, keep on watching. That video will be live really soon. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.